Beginner fragrances. Level 1 cheap fragrances starts with Versace Man Au Fraiche. Came out in 2006. It's an ultra fresh, easy to wear fragrance. It has a nice lemon citrusy undertone. It's got some tarragon in it, which gives it like a licorice vibe, kind of, sort of. And it's got saffron. What does saffron oil do besides make a fragrance smell kind of spicy? It does treat mild depression, the essence of saffron oil. And what do you think about this video? It's going to teach you how to blind buy fragrances with confidence, fragrances that last longer than what you might find at your local TJ Maxx or something like that. This way you can confidently pull the trigger if you like any of these fragrances. This one lasts about 5 to 7 hours. Are cheap fragrances necessarily cheaply made? Well, no, this is Versace. It uses high quality fragrance ingredients. Listen up, the links down below are to a website that I created that locks in some of the most competitive prices on the nation to the following list of fragrances. And if you bought something, thank you, and everyone gets a free gift. In a moment, the superstar of the year fragrance that smells like the expensive Creed Ventus. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Christian O. Just click on playlist if you want to see more content of affordable fragrances. We have them all nice and neatly organized. Hey, I got a question for you. Just to help others, list all your most favorite affordable fragrances down below that you like, that you would recommend to your best friend. Next up is Creed Ventus. Like I said, it's $435 in most department stores. But the new one on the block, many people say it's RMF Club de Nuit Intense, but no, it's called Afnan Silver Supremacy. Beautiful, fresh citruses and pineapple scent, and it lasts a nice 7 to 10 hours and gets lots of compliments with a large projection on it, found under $30. As this list continues, that was the number 9 spot. This list will be presented from good to great, with the great ones coming up soon. A lot of time cheap fragrances are marketed to a younger crowd, like college students ages 20 to 30 in that area. A lot of times cheap fragrances have a opening that's very mass appealing, not necessarily what happens at the end. Like with the Versace Fresh, it opens up beautifully and fresh and citrusy, then it dries down. It's slightly different, just like this next one on the list, number 8, Abercrombie Fitch First Instinct Extreme. It's an eau de parfum that came out in 2018. It's got juniper berries, it's woody and fresh, but it dries down, leather and sensual. And this one is getting harder to get, but I would recommend you get it. Most of these items on this list have a lot of good performance on them, so don't worry about that. That performance means they last longer, and this one is no joke, lasting 6 to 8 hours at least. Abercrombie Fitch. The next one on the list, one of the longest lasting fragrances on this list, it's called Bentley Intense. It came out in 2013. This is a little bit more level 1. It's a little bit more the higher end of level 1, meaning a little bit more advanced, a little bit harder to wear. It's got a rum tobacco note, but it's to die for. You're like, what is that smell? And it's leathery, and the thing that this thing does the best, it just has overall outstanding performance versus the price, which is right around $30, Bentley Intense. The next one we got smells like Paco Rabanne 1 million, but without the price. Check this out. It's called AB Spirit Millionaire, 6.7 ounces, found all over the internet, $20 to $25 the most. That means it's the size of 2 bottles. It's got that sugary, woody, spicy note, and it does last a nice amount of time for the price. It's called AB Spirit Millionaire. Now we're on number 5. As this list continues, like I said, it's going to get better and better. Number 5 is Versace Dylan Blue, a peppery blue delicious fragrance. I didn't even notice. I dented the bottle. It's almost empty. The Versace fragrances, like you saw in the first one that you saw, they're all found right around the $40 range, so that is affordable. And this other fragrances on this list will be a little bit less than that. This one is just mad projection for the first 2 hours, then it sits down a little bit closer. So you're getting lots of good performance, lots of compliments, spicy blue, peppery wood fragrance that you might enjoy to wear, and it's a good brand name. You've made it halfway through the video. We're at number 4 spot now. Again, as this list continues, the criteria is ease of wear, price, and longevity, and compliments. So number 4 is Lacoste Blanc, also called Lacoste White, which is the French word for white, came out in 2011. It's an absolutely amazing, one of the longest lasting Lacoste fragrances made, right around 5 to 7 hours, but it's so fresh, so mass appealing, your wife or girlfriend will love it. And it's a citrus floral with a touch of woods in it to give it some masculinity. Impressive prices, right around $30 all over the internet discount sites in the United States. Next up, another one that's very, very highly complimented, maybe even more than that. Mont Blanc Spirit, another white fragrance with a delicious citrus in it, a delicious powdery freshness in it. It dries down. This one will give you an easy 5 hours, not as long as the Lacoste, but just right around there. But the scent and the quality of compliments a little bit higher, and the price is delicious for this. The next one on the list is one of the longest lasting, loudest, strongest fragrances. It's called Azzaro Wanted. It's got a gun barrel for a bottle. It's found for about $39 for big size. And even these jumbo bottles are very affordable, right around $50, which is almost 2 bottles. And this will give you 8 hours, not a problem. And the projection is more than your arm's reach. So wherever you walk by someone, they will smell you. You will get noticed. Now this was on there because of the compliments and the longevity and the price. A nice spicy wood fresh fragrance made by Azzaro. Gangster. Number 1 on the entire list, the most complimented, most mass appealing fragrance with the best brand name and the highest quality and the best price for cheap fragrances. Level 1 fragrances. It's called Coach. Right after this, I've got 3 more to show you, and stay tuned. In 48 hours, level 2's coming out the video. This is Coach for Men, a delicious fragrance that gets you compliments. Women love it more than men. Don't even worry about it. That's why it's number 1. Women love it more than men do, and they want you to wear this, and it smells amazing, and it lasts 6 hours, not a problem. It's just a great smelling fragrance, and they do make it, this is all ages, they do make a little bit more mature version, about $5 more. It's called Coach Platinum. It's an Eau de Parfum version. What does that mean? It's got more highly concentrated oils. It's more creamier. It's a little bit more mature version of this. You can get either one. They do both wonders. Now your bonus section. Number 1 bonus to blind buy safely. You can try Perry Ellis 360 Red. It's a red bottle, and it's only about $20 on the internet. And why do you like this? It smells like Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gio for more than half the price. Number 2, this makes all the list because it's just an easy to wear freshie. It's found for $15 all over the net. Don't pay more than $20 if you find this. Nautcla Voyage. It's such an easy, great aquatic fragrance. Super cheap. And number 3 is a Hall of Fame fragrance. This one's a little bit more mature. It's an old school fragrance called Jupe Homme, also pronounced Jupe. It's a sweeter fragrance that lasts a long time. I don't care which formula have this, which year you bought it in. Of course, the older years were stronger. This one is a beast. Now remember, if you want to advance to level 2, now you know what level 1 beginner cheap fragrances is. Level 2 is coming right up. If you want to watch that video, it's going to be right here. And YouTube is selecting this video. Level 2 is going to talk about designer fragrances. Thank you very much. My name's Christian O. Have a great night.